Hey Aquarius, it's your girl Javy. High Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Ooh, look at you already showing up, Star. Bottom of the deck, yes, showing up strong in Libra season 2020. Now, the first thing that came in was really interesting, but very Aquarian, where I feel like some of you may be getting some divine downloads that you don't know what the fuck to do with. There may be an influx of dreams, like I feel like maybe dreaming again, lucid dreaming again, getting messages from spirit. If that is something that you have run from, it's really important that you face your fear, that you get out of a place of fear of the divine. It makes me think of this meme that I saw. It's like, stop fearing the spirit realm. Stop fearing the spirit world because you're going to go there anyway. Oop. Oop. And that's just like, go ahead and get with the shits. Go ahead, allow spirit to flow. Allow your intuition to flow. Go ahead and honor your spiritual gifts that are coming in. Ooh, ooh, first card out, Ace of Cups. Yes, new connections to the divine. Divine downloads, divine information, more really intense dreams, intense intuition. But also new love, new connection, new emotionality that's there. Now, Aquarius, 2 ruling planets. Saturn is currently direct in Capricorn, is currently retrograde in Capricorn for another 2.5 days. One of your ruling planets, both are retrograde, and Saturn goes direct in 2 days on the 29th. During Libra season. And it's a getting back to you, getting more comfortable with being your unique weird self, more socializing, more connection oriented, being okay with connection, more an inclination towards socializing and interacting, new boundaries being established. Some of you may be also thinking about moving or getting into a new space, but you got some time. I feel like you guys have a little bit of a time crunch not time crunch, but there's something to be accomplished. There's something big that's happening that you need to prepare for before Saturn comes into your sign on December 18th. So it's like you have until mid-December until daddy comes home. That's how it feels like. And when dad comes home, shit needs to be in order. The house needs to be clean. Your schedule needs to be stuck to. You need to have a routine that's in place. And I know routine can be a little, an issue for you guys, maybe too much structure, but you need to be structured, especially until December. Really getting things in order. It's just like scramble. I feel like it's a scrambling to get shit done. And it's okay that it's a scramble. Go ahead and get a planner. Start writing stuff down. Get organized. Really work on your time management. Now, your other ruling planet, Uranus, is retrograde in Taurus until the beginning of 2021. So it's just like shit is awry. It's feeling crazy anyway. So, get used to it just being weird right now. And in you trying to structure and organize through the weird, there's this strengthening that's taking place, this deeper knowledge of self, this deeper trust that you're cultivating within yourself when you're acting on faith that shit doesn't look right, shit doesn't feel right, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to go ahead and get my shit together anyway. And that's where it's at. I'm going to go ahead and do what I need to do. Prepare for this new love that's coming in. Prepare for this new foundation, this new collaboration, this teamwork. You have shit to do. There is a revision of all of this epic change. This period up until the beginning of 2021, it's like, okay, shit's been crazy. Let's really sit down and unpack it. Let's look at it, because I need to know what to never do again. I need to establish within myself what I'm never going to do again, what I'm never going to allow, and what I need going forward. And there's this like very Virgoan refinement vibe that it has. And it's just like being able to constructively look back and reassess and reaffirm what you're actually trying to build. A foundation a new foundation that you're really trying to build. Satiating yourself, replenishing yourself, new love, new energy, new emotional wherewithal, new emotional capacity by way of the Almighty coming in. Some of you may meet a love interest at work also, or like while you're on a job, or also maybe while you're shopping. And 8 of Swords, it's really important that, it's like you got to get out of the loop. You have to get your mind right. You have until December to really get organized, to get your mind right, to get out of this willful blindness, to get out of this situation that you know you shouldn't be in anymore, to make moves. You have to put the work in to realize, shit ain't as bad, and the situation isn't as precarious as it feels or as it looks, and I need to be willing to face the truth, to see the situation for what it really is, to accept the consequences of my actions. I need to be able to accept the reality of the situation so that I can free myself. And we'll look into that more in the second half, but all right, she's talking today. But yeah, there is a going inward, because there is hurt to tend to. There's disappointment. There is pain to tend to. And I'm telling you guys, there's some kind of influx of intuitive power, a downloading of dreams. Your dreams are going to really start to pick up. There is information coming into you. There's this also may be weird stuff that you're hearing, like something about shifting into the 4D. There's just a new energetic frequency that I feel like you guys really have access to, that you've had access to, that you are needing to prepare yourself for, and that Saturn is coming back around to prepare you for, because you have information, insight to give to the collective, and there are illusions to be broken in your life. Now, I also want to say, for those of you, call your mom. If your mom is still living, or there's a maternal figure in your life, it's important that you reach out to them. Your mom may be hurting right now or going through some kind of painful experience. Any kind of spiritual woman in your life may be going through some kind of painful growth experience. You yourself are going through a painful growth experience. And come Libra season, I feel like, this is at the heart of the reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more card, one more message. But you may be going through it, but it's like a reveal. It's like an illumination. Seeing through the illusions. Really getting to the heart of it. Some of you, there may be a Pisces or a Cancer that is hurt from you, or you are hurt over them, but things aren't as they seem. You are really being asked to go inward, to really cultivate your connection to the divine feminine. Even if you were a man, it's really important that you connect with the divine feminine energy within you, so that you can heal your relationship to women, that you can heal your relationship to the divine and to spirit, and your connection to spirit, because there are definitely dreams, intuition, things that are coming out, messages that want to come into you that haven't been able to come to you because some of you are blocking them. Some of you have cut off that spiritual side, and or you're not even cut off, but you maybe have been slacking on your practices or your rituals, and it's no more. It's time to go inward. There's messages from the divine. There are messages beyond the veil that need to come in. And those of you who have a Venus in Aquarius, this is like healing that this looks like. And you need to heal alone. You need to heal on your own. If you are in a place of being in pain, this is the season to go inward and really heal so that you can cut through the illusion. It's the final advice for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2020. But Libra season starts with a bang. Oh, okay, she asked for two. She gave me two. Yes, okay. Come on, Saturn, come through. There are strength in the world. The end of Libra season looks big. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. There are a lot of balls in the air. There are things for you to juggle. There may be multiple streams of income that are coming in, but you guys are really navigating through some emotionally turbulent waters right now. And the roles are ready to reverse. The tides are ready to turn. This chapter is coming to an end. There are things that are making you feel weak, that are those situations, those connections are coming to an end because your strength is growing. Your Aquarius is across from Leo, and there's just this, I feel like this energetic exchange of strength that's taking place where you really are tapping into that opposite energy within you by way of Leo, and you really cultivate a completion for yourself. You cultivate an ending, a new beginning. Some of you need to, if the opportunity comes to travel, absolutely. Some of you have someone with heavy Pisces placements around that makes you feel weak, or you are cultivating strength or recovering from. But I feel like some of you feel like you've lost your way. And you're really like finding your path again. Getting back on the journey. Getting back to a place of really honoring your emotions in a different way. Libra season is an emotional season. A more emotional season for you guys than normal. I mean, luckily it's cardinal air, so it's familiar. But that cardinal, that spark of it's intense. This looks like an intense season for you guys, and good. Intense and transformational. And sacred. This is a time to really break the loops, to cut the cords. Because I feel like you're doing too much. There's too much to keep a connection, too much going on, too much effort, too much time, too much work, too much blood, sweat, and tears, too much energy that you have to juggle to maintain something, and that's coming to an end. It's time to switch shit up. And when you make the effort to switch shit up, the universe matches your hustle and says, okay, let's do this. I'm going to pour into you because you're choosing to pour into yourself. And if therapy is an option, absolutely go to therapy. Talking to a friend, really working on information and new love coming in by way of groups, projects, collaboration, teamwork. And when you are in the face of a team, that's something you guys maybe need to explore. How do you interact with teams? How are you socially interacting? Are you holding yourself back? Are you cutting yourself off from social interactions? And if you are, it's really important that you go inward and really tend to the root of that pain, to the root of and it's like step by step. It's not an overnight process going from the two, the High Priestess is the 2 to the 3 of Swords. There is pain surrounding the spiritual. There are wounds in regards to your spirituality that need to be healed and tended to. And the veil is lifted this season. The veil is lifted. and in the ways that you have felt weak, the universe will show you how strong you are by giving you the opportunity to close a door, to end a chapter, to move freely about the cabin, and to really come into yourself. When Saturn goes direct these next couple days, you will feel it. And during Libra season, you will feel it. When did I say? When does it go into? So you got until December. But you're going to feel Saturn and the pressure and the restriction, the shift in that. In the ways that you may have felt so restricted, you feel free. If you have been way too free and out of control, then the proper restraints come in, or insight for the need for the restraint comes in. And Libra season is just the scales recalibrating. And just like the scales are recalibrating, so are you. Really getting in a place of balancing and learning what is worth your time to balance versus what needs to be shed and released. All right, let's get into it. All right, Aquarius, let's get into it. I want to go ahead and clarify the Ace of Cups for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2020. There is newness here. We are in it, finally past the 3rd degree of Libra and in it. And there is replenishment, newness coming, revitalization. I just hear replenished. Also, I feel like you guys, it's like there's been it's been a hard time. And this replenishment that comes in is a breakthrough. Some of you guys may have really been in a place of feeling betrayed. And now you start to see how the betrayal is really a breakthrough. And there's love pouring down. Look at this, the love that's dripping down onto the waters, the healing emotional waters, the divine waters that are dripping down onto these terrible thoughts, fears, mental patterns, the shadow, the shadiness of it all. Some of you may really have been in a position where you just had to take everything and run, get what take only what you need from it. Control yourself, take only what you need from it. Another 7, yeah. Because I feel like there's been a lot of confusion, illusion here. Having so many options that you just don't know what to do. There's so much going on. There's so much going on, and I feel like it's been a painful and confusing time, and you haven't been thinking clearly, haven't been seeing clearly. There may be someone with heavy water placements or air placements that you just aren't feeling it with anymore, or you're not feeling connected, or there's just so much mental fog that your feelings are really getting put in the back burner, There's shadow work here. There's love that's being poured on all of this shadow work. And it's really important that if you guys are in a marriage style situation, therapy is really important. Teamwork is important. Collaboration is important. I hear check who's on your team also. There may be people who may be negatively contributing to your collaboration or to your teamwork. And it's really important that you use your sense of discernment, that you tap into the spirit, that you get quiet and you observe. Because some of you just aren't seeing clearly. There's a lot of signs here that there just maybe deceit or illusions here that need to be tended to. And there are things in the physical realm that you've collaborated on that could have brought you pain. It could bring you pain. Some of you, this is already in the past and you're really starting to see your way out of it. You know, it really starts to shift. But let's go ahead. Please clarify the Eight of Swords. What is Aquarius not seeing clearly? And how can they break free of this? Well, how you can break free, definitely the response is the High Priestess, which is going inward. Someone around you. The High Priestess is the gatekeeper of knowledge between the subconscious and, like, she is the keeper of the veil. She sees behind the veil. So there's information coming by way of intuition, by way of dreams and knowledge. And it's really important that you honor the information that comes in. This person can travel between realms. So some of you may be astral traveling or just having really intense dreams. But either way, the issue that is at hand, this mental cage, these mental blocks, this emotional cage and blocking is resolved by going inward, by accessing the divine. The celestial bodies are present here. This, this is ruled by the sun, but the moon is here. And secrets, the unknown, the subconscious are really coming to light so that you can really handle it in the physical. Please clarify the Eight of Swords. Deep breaths. No! Luckily I saw what came out first. There is something or someone that you need to turn your back on, or someone has turned their back on you, and it's time to tend to it. It is time to tend to it. Sorry, I'm picking up all these cards because half the fucking deck just fell out. That Eight of Swords is heavy, honey. Heavy. There are mental habits that you are really, really stuck in, defeatist kind of mode and mentality, and that has to shift. It has to be addressed. And if you can't shift it yourself, it's very important that you seek advice or solace from someone who is actually experienced. Don't go to a fucking plumber for car problems, things of that nature. So it's like, make sure that the people that you're talking to are qualified to actually assist you. There's something that you need to turn your back on that you are not wanting to. It may be in regards to love, something that's really in your root. Maybe something that you've invested about, I feel like 3 to 8 months or years in. Please clarify the High Priestess. Because the High Priestess is asking you to just connect with the deepest part of yourself. Woo! I knew all the luminaries were coming out. Like, connect with your shadow so that you can see clearly, so that you can balance this light and this dark. And that's what these pillars are. Balancing the light and the dark. There may be a Leo around. Some heavy Leo placements that you really need to go inward and meditate about, that you're having intuitive hunches about. Also, some of you need to really pray about your children, and I feel like there just may be some issues, possibly, or not issues as in, bad, but just things coming up in regards to your kids that you really need to, like, go inward about. It's like you've thought it to death. It's really time for you to feel it. You know, this is a time of collaboration versus competing. You know, creating versus destroying. But there are a lot of things coming to light. The pain is there. I don't need to clarify it, but what I do want to ask is for the clarification of the moon, because there are things that you're not seeing clearly that are coming to light. Please clarify the moon. I'll even go ahead and put it on here. Clarify it, clear it up. And that's something that's coming, is clarity. Clarity is coming. With the sun coming out, it gets better. It improves. Things feel warmer. Life gets better. But it's coming up to come out. And it's something of the past. Something from the past that you guys are still clinging to. Something you have a hunch or a suspicion over. There's definitely a Cancer around for some of you, or a Pisces. Someone with heavy water placements that they're not seeing things clearly either. And they may be in a place of really fucking up because they can't get out of the past and aren't able to cultivate a new habit. And I do want to clarify, like, let's go ahead and ask about the Leo. What's going on with this Leo? Please clarify. Strength card. There may be a new chapter about the Leo, or you may not be communicating with the Leo like the way that you want. Yeah. There may be a bit of over drinking taking place on your end or theirs. Some of you may be stuck over a Leo or someone with heavy Leo placements that cheated on you in the past. But new love is coming. New opportunity is coming. So don't be a groupie. Keep it moving. Let sleeping dogs lie. Don't beat a dead horse. Please clarify the world. 2 aces out for you guys. The divine got you. It gets better. This cycle of pain is really ending. This cycle of uncertainty is really shifting because you're choosing, you're being asked, and should you take heed and listen, you're being asked to really go in. And when you go inward and you really assess your truth, you're able to make changes in the physical realm that are important and impactful. Some of you may need to move. Some of you may be traveling. Some of you may have someone with heavy fixed placements. So like Taurus, Scorpio, what is it? Oh, I mean, you're fixed. Aquarius and Leo. Sorry, there's just a lot coming in right now. There's a lot of messages. So there's someone definitely with heavy fixed placements that is definitely coming in. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo. And so it's just really important that you pay attention to the signs, symbols, and wonders that are coming in around you too. And this person, whoever they're coming in, if it's a person, it's a good, healthy, new relationship. There's something new, a new cultivation, a new messages, good news coming in. But this is about beginning again, a new relationship with yourself. Really cultivating a new relationship with yourself versus who you used to be, because who you used to be is no longer. And it's important that you cultivate a new relationship because things are moving quickly. Libra season may feel like a whirlwind. And it's important that you take the high road, that you don't get petty with people. Even if they get petty with you, there could possibly be some immature conversations or confrontations that are taking place. And it's important that you get the fuck out of situations that you know you don't need to be in anymore, so that the universe can work, so that the divine can do It's work. I love you. You got this. It gets better. I know it gets better. Hey, you ain't gotta be stressed out. All right, bye. I love you.